Welcome to the British Royal Family Updates. The salaries of two top employees, King Charles and Queen Camilla, were revealed in the annual state pension report last month. King Charles and Queen Camilla are accused of slapping employees after a scandal over the salaries of two employees. Sorry for interrupting. Before we continue, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Thank you. The annual report released last month found that the salary of the King's private secretary was more than double that of the Queen's chief advisor, Camilla. A report showing taxpayer-funded spending showed Sir Clive Alderton received between £205,000 and £210,000, and Sophie Densham between £90,000 and £95,000. Speaking of the pay gap, the former senior courtier said, "I'm really appalled by this disparity and amazed at Sophie's salary. It's a kick in the tooth." Mrs. Densham, a mother in her 40s, has been described as a real briber, and her royal role as hard and bloody work. According to the Times, Mrs. Densham almost always sits next to Camilla at official meetings, while Alderton attends only the King's loudest outings. A royal source, who also knows both workers well, said, "Do you think there is a pay gap based on their gender, rather than their seniority is the question? Sophie is known. He's a very capable and dedicated person. Queen's support." The report also said that Sir Alderton had been accommodated to better perform his duties. The 56-year-old, who has worked for King Charles since 2006, now lives in an apartment at Marlborough House, a short walk from his office at Buckingham Palace and next to Clarence House. Rent, which has yet to be disclosed, is deducted from his salary at the rate agreed upon with the Queen's Treasury. Ms. Densham, often referred to as a good pair of hands, joined Camille's personal clinic in 2008. When she arrived at the office on time, Mrs. Densham played an important role in helping Camilla adjust to royal life and helping to improve her public image. In 2015, she started working as an assistant to Camille's personal secretary. In 2021, she becomes her personal secretary. Prince Andrew was barred from joining the royal family during Windsor's annual procession and Garter Day last week, with express.co.uk readers calling for the Duke's privileges to be stripped, according to a new poll. Of York, Andrew was knighted by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in 2006, but was absent from Garter Day events for 2 years. As sovereign, King Charles had the power to appoint and remove members of the order. His membership is one of the few royal honours that Andrew still holds, after he was stripped of his military rank, royal patronage and prince status, when he retired in 2015. 2019. Russell Myers, royal editor of the Daily Mirror, stated that there was no way the King kicked his brother out. He told the Royal Beat that honour was probably the only thing Andrew was left with, explaining, "It was an interesting situation for the King how much he wanted Andrew to appear in public." He continued, "I guess he just wanted him to try to retire and not make him feel bad. He just hopes Andrew fades into the background. Andrew still has a desire to return to royal life, but I can't imagine that will happen." Speaking about whether Andrew would be expelled from the order, Mr. Myers added, "There are exceptions to Garter. It's really purely a gift from the King. And Charles would never do that to his brother."